Hey everyone, my name is AJ Nutter, photographer, filmmaker, musician, and storyteller. Today I want to share a little bit about my creative journey. From growing up in Lancaster to living in Philadelphia and Harrisburg and exploring the world through film, music, and photography. I remember a professor once telling me that I would never be successful creatively because I had too many interests, but I think that was really about my creative spirit and not necessarily a limitation. To me, creating isn't just a career. It's joy, fulfillment, and a way of being in the world. I've been doing it since I was a kid, so today I just call myself a multidisciplinary artist. My journey started with my father. When I was little, we'd go on photo adventures together, and that's just where my love of imagery really began. My dad was creative with a camera and always had a darkroom in the basement of whatever house we lived in. That early exposure taught me the magic of capturing a moment, a skill that I've carried with me into every part of my work today. When I moved to Philadelphia to study at the Art Institute, my world opened up even more. I created a short film called Crossing Over. It's like a comedy of errors about a busy street, and that film went on to win me the Art Institute Short Film Scholarship. And that's really what helped me decide to go on this path, is that I had this amazing scholarship that would help pay for a lot of my schooling and education. At graduation, I was awarded the Best Video Portfolio Award in front of the whole school, which is a moment I'll never forget. During that time, I worked with Warner Brothers TV, Image Media, which was like a video production house that did a lot of stuff in Atlantic City and New Jersey, and the Center for Emerging Visual Artists. I also at this time photographed for High 2 Records, photographing artists and shooting portraits of them. Over the years, I've photographed musicians, politicians, artists, models, always aiming to tell a story through each image. I even had the opportunity to travel to Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria to document the rebuilding of the wetlands in local schools. It was a truly unforgettable experience. When I was younger, of course, being really into music, I was in a number of bands and music projects. My favorite was Cyborg Planet, which was a metal progressive band that was like space themed. I even got to wear a cool astronaut suit. I love playing in that band, and we did shows all over the place. I also wrote and released my first experimental album, diving into sound in a completely new way. Some of my favorite memories from this time in Philadelphia include collaborating with underground Philly rappers like Mossberg Banga and Big L, shooting music videos, helping record and produce music projects. It really shaped a lot of who I am and really opened up my eyes to different cultures and what that looks like for a lot of different people. For fun at this time, when living in Philly, we created a mock version of Fear and Loathing, which was an interesting project. We recreated the opening of the original film, but had it set in New Jersey. It was something my friend Mike wrote and directed, and I had a chance to help film and be in it as a character. It was chaotic, hilarious, and a lot of fun. Around this time, I did a small East Coast tour with my friend Dan, playing concert venues up and down the East Coast, such as Baltimore and New York. It was a really fun time and a really great experience for me. So after that, I kept pushing forward. I wanted to get a fine art degree, so I went to the Pennsylvania College of Art and Design in Lancaster. This was also a really great time for me because I was able to get a lot of commercial experience. I had the opportunity to travel across the country working on commercial projects for Fortune 500 companies like Medtronic, US Silica, KPMG, just to name a few of them. I did this for a number of years, and it gave me a lot of learning experience, specifically advanced lighting techniques. I mastered Photoshop. It was just really fun because I got the chance to create a lot of really fun images that tell a story. It was an education in both art and adventure. But of course, art has always been more than just commercial work for me. I started an artist collective called 16 Pound Rabbit. We did massive installation projects, one even taking over New York City with our giant receipts. I co-ran a gallery in Lancaster and released a limited vinyl ambient album inspired by Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I even created an abstract dance album using voiceovers from an old audio cassette tour that I found of Gettysburg. There's been many creative projects for me. After losing my dad, I created an exhibit to honor him, which inspired a play called Death Valley: A Love Story, which later turned into an independent film. That project was a turning point for me because it helped me understand how art can process grief and connect with others. Later, I turned my lens towards school communities. During the Great Recession, I produced a lot of work on coal communities that went on to galleries in Philly, New York, Chicago, and LA. I traveled extensively across Pennsylvania during this time. It's even turned into me documenting some of the fracking situation that was unfolding in these local communities. From there, I jumped into podcasting with Bad Movie Night, a podcast made up of my friends, which is still on the air. This eventually grew into Bad Movie Night Films, which we made dozens of short films like Meridian, Work Sucks, Memory Leak, I Was Embers, Now I Am Fire. Some of these projects even won film festival awards. Recently, I won Best Cinematographer for Transient in Georgia, which was our feature film. The challenge of creating an independent film taught me so much about storytelling and really helped me grow as an artist. And during COVID, I circled back to music, releasing a spooky pop synth project with my friend Carl, who helped me produce it and get it up to a nicer level of quality. And I still write that kind of stuff for fun whenever I can. Most recently, I co-launched a podcast with my friend, Dr. Catherine Whiteley, exploring the lives of incarcerated women, a project I'm proud of because it amplifies voices that often go unheard, offering a counterpoint to the sensationalism of true crime media. So these days, I split my time between teaching at Lebanon Valley College and Pennsylvania College of Art and Design, where I was fortunate to help design the filmmaking minor. I also work in video, producing and generating content to help keep schools safe. And of course, I keep creating new art whenever I can. These are just some of the highlights of my journey. One of the best parts of being creative is that you never know where you're gonna go next. And that's exactly what makes it so exciting. So if you're into photography, film, music, or art, or maybe you just like hearing stories from behind the creative process, hit that button, like, subscribe, stick around. I've got plenty more to share.